Amara walked into the diner every morning at 5:45 a.m., her sneakers squeaking faintly on the polished linoleum. The air always smelled of burnt coffee and bacon grease, a scent that clung to her uniform by the end of her shift. She tied her apron with practiced hands, the faded blue fabric brushing against the scars that ran like jagged rivers across her forearms. They were impossible to miss, those marks. Pale, raised lines crisscrossing her skin, some thin as threads, others thick and uneven. She didn't hide them, though she could have. Long sleeves were her style. Amara carried her scars the way she carried her tray, steady, unapologetic, and without explanation. The regulars at Daisy's diner knew her by name. They'd call out, "Morning, Amara," as she poured their coffee, her smile quick but genuine. She was good at her job, fast, attentive, never forgetting an order, even when the breakfast rush turned the place into a chaotic symphony of clinking plates and shouted orders. But not everyone saw her skill. To some, she was just the waitress with the scars, a curiosity to whisper about over pancakes. Teenagers would stare, their eyes lingering too long. Older folks would cluck their tongues, assuming some tragic accident. A few, the bolder ones, would ask outright, "What happened to your arms?" Amara would shrug, her voice light but firm. "Life happened," she'd say, and move on to the next table. She'd heard it all: pity, curiosity, even judgment. The worst were the ones who laughed. It didn't happen often, but when it did, it stung like salt in a wound. A group of college kids, loud and careless, would point at her arms as she set down their plates. "Whoa, what's with the road map?" one would say, and the others would snicker. Amara would keep her face neutral, her lips pressed into a thin line. She'd learned long ago that reacting only made it worse. So she'd refill their sodas, clear their empty plates, and let their words roll off her like water off a raincoat. But inside, it was different. Inside, she felt the weight of every stare, every whisper, every chuckle. It was a Tuesday morning, gray and drizzly, when the incident happened. The diner was quieter than usual, the rain keeping most of the regulars away. Amara was wiping down the counter when a group of 4 walked in, 3 guys and a girl, all in their early 20s, dressed in hoodies and jeans. They slid into a booth near the window, their laughter loud enough to cut through the hum of the jukebox. Amara grabbed her notepad and headed over, her usual smile in place. "Morning, folks. Coffee to start." One of the guys, a lanky kid with a backward baseball cap, leaned back in the booth and grinned. "Yeah, coffee's good." "Hey, what's with your arms? You get in a fight with a lawnmower or something?" His friends burst out laughing, the girl covering her mouth like she was trying to hide it but